This was the plan I had for us. So starting from the top and just looking a little bit about why lead. I mean, come on, you're all very mature people. You've learnt stuff. You've been successful. What's all this stuff about leadership? Is it relevant? Is it even appropriate? Then a little bit about how leaders think. Do they think differently from the rest of us? What do they do in terms of their behavior? How do they feel? What do they actually do? And then a bit about what about you. So that's my plan. But I put this plan together before I met you. So I have a problem because I don't know if this is what you want to do. So I have a suggestion. Let's just take, let's say, 2 minutes around the tables. I want you to imagine that the next hour is fantastic. I mean, it's really useful to you. You learn stuff about leadership you never knew you'd learn. It's brilliant. It's wonderful. Okay, best hour of the whole 3 days. In fact, best hour of your entire life. Unlikely but possible. Some people have very sad lives. So, what is it I would have to do, greatest hopes, over the next hour to really fulfill that for you? Okay? So things you want to learn about leadership. And then the other side of the coin, greatest fears. I want you to imagine the next hour is terrible. I don't just mean bad terrible. I mean seriously awful. Okay? What did I do wrong? What did everyone else do to you? So what must I avoid? So things you really want me to cover, things you want me to avoid. I'm going to take one from each table. I'll capture them all, and I'll try and weave them into the presentation. But you only have 2 minutes to discuss. Over to you. Time has started.
What did you actually say? 12 years beyond, right?
Oh, well, time's up. Okay. So, let's go for it. Probably pretty quickly because we only have an hour. So, start randomly or system. What do you want? Random system, random, too big. Random, that table there.
Right. Greatest hope is that we'll come away from here with something that we've never thought of before. It can make us great leaders.
Never thought of.
Yeah.
So it's new and it makes you a great leader.
Yeah.
That's two greatest hope. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have any fears?
And the fears is that we've just heard it all before.
Yeah. Same old stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And it was last.
They always go for two, don't they? They want same old and they want last. Same over here. Go. Inspiration. John, you didn't say anything about inspirational. Great. And fear? Boring and you guys are into getting twice as much for your body, aren't you? Boring and irrelevant. Great. Table over here.
But it was something different than we had before.
Okay, so the same one before us at the top, yeah?
And the fear was that it would be disappointing and that the hype wouldn't stand up to what we expect.
See, they've done it too. This is amazing. Okay, great. Table there. Go.
Implementable ideas.
Implementable, so something real, yeah?
With excessive use of the bell.
You weren't supposed to spot the bell yet. Table at the back there.
Same as then, hope that it would be new and thought-provoking, fear
Yeah.
that it would be the same old cliches.
Same old cliches. Okay, same old cliches.
Inspirational or boring?
Same again, okay. Are we there?
It's going to make a difference when we get back.
Make a difference. So implementable and make a difference. You didn't mean mad, did you? You meant make a difference. Okay. And fears?
Reverse that.
So same old and boring and etc. Okay. Good. Thank you very much for that. That's really useful. So what we're going to try and do is come up with things you've never thought of or heard of before, which will turn you into amazingly great leaders. You'll be inspired. I don't know how you're going to achieve that. You'll have to help me with that. It's implementable. It'll make a difference. And things that you're worried about are that we go through the same old stuff. It's boring, irrelevant, hype, and the bell keeps being rung. Yeah? Is there anything we can do to make sure we don't just go through the same old stuff? Is there anything we can think about? I mean, I'll do my best. But if I'm doing stuff which you know, what will you do? You tell me? Yeah, okay, you'll tell me. Anything else we can do to make sure it's not the same old stuff?
Ring the bell.
Now we have a conflict. Okay. Okay. Anything we can do to make sure it's not boring and irrelevant? Yeah, sorry, we'll do it again. Participate. So interactive session, is that okay with everyone? So I'll do it again. Interactive session, is that okay with everyone? Okay, so interactive. and it's irrelevant. How do we make sure it's not irrelevant? You'll tell me? Okay. And also, if you'll tell me, and if they've got any examples, I'll put in examples. And if you say, hey, that's just like what happened to me, just speak out, yeah? And we'll share it all together. As we said before, we know it's not you, it's a friend and all the rest of it, so that's okay. Hype. How do we make sure it's not just hype? Reality check of some sort. So I'll suggest something, and then I'll say, will this work in Barnardo's? And you say, yeah, no, etc. Is that fair? Okay, so we'll do reality checks as well. Great. You happy with that? Okay, and we've probably, to some extent, increased our chances of actually being able to deliver.